So one more question that's coming in. What is a good score? So good credit score, I believe, is the question. And is there a range that people kind of need to get to, or what do you say relative to credit score?
Well, really, I mean, top shelf credit score is anything 760 and above, which is probably the top 2%, right? Not everybody has a 760 score. I get people all the time. Yeah. They might be, the difference between that 760 and an 805 is just bragging rights, right? Anything above 60 is all top shelf.
Got it.
Conventional loan, it really runs in 20-point buckets. Above 700 for conventional is really ideal.
Okay.
We want to be above a 680. You start getting below a 680, we're probably, maybe start considering an FHA loan a little more. But we can go all the way down to a 620 credit score with conventional. We can go down into the 500s with an FHA loan, with a VA loan. So, I mean, it's depending on the loan program and loan product, it's a little bit of a different answer. But really, you want, great credit is 760 or above, but really want to be over 700.
Got it. Okay. So that's the ideal range, but real life, not everybody's there. But they're like you said earlier, there's strategies, things that you can do to help move you up through that range.
And with that said, too, even if you don't have that stellar credit, rates are so good right now that even if you're not in the high twos and maybe you're in the low to mid threes interest rate, in today's environment, you'd be like, oh, that's such a high rate. But in historically speaking, it's still all-time lows. And to get in still at that point where maybe a year from now, it's hard to say where rates will be, but a good rate in a year from now might be 4.5. Good idea at these low rates to still at least see where you're at and what your options are.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so if you think about it from a historic standpoint, even if you have a credit score that's not perfect, you still may be getting a much better loan from a monthly payment standpoint than someone even with perfect credit a year to 5-10 years ago, because rates are so low.
I mean, even a year and a half ago, the going rate was mid fours, and that was for 760 plus credit scores, and just the rates have come, like I said, even if the credit is not top shelf, you're still historically speaking getting a darn good rate.
Yeah. So it's a great time to buy from a low interest rate standpoint.
Absolutely.